Welcome back, guys, to episode 4 of American Ultra Runner Down Under. Really excited about this episode. And as you can see, we're standing in front of a fantastic Yeti display. Thank you so much to the team in Australia at Yeti in New Zealand. We're looking forward to using your product throughout some of the episodes. We get to showcase the Rogue Air Bike. I've gotten a chance to run some magnificent rivers through the city of Brisbane. I want to introduce you to John Jacoby. He's also the founder of Rapid Ascent. I go through my experience in the recent Surf Coast Century 50K race. It was so much fun. All right, now this next gear review I've been looking forward to for a while. We get to showcase the Rogue Air Bike. So you'll see me in my actual training and how I use the bike for endurance and stamina training. I hope you enjoyed the gear review. Now we're on to something I love, traveling. So we've gone to Queensland. I've gotten a chance to run some magnificent rivers through the city of Brisbane. So I hope you enjoy this segment. And here we are at Melbourne Airport on our way to Brisbane. Should be a lot of fun. I'll see you guys there. Here I am at the beautiful Brisbane Botanical Gardens in the city. It's amazing. Now, I want to introduce you to a fantastic guy, one of Australia's really low-key, undersung legends of adventure running, John Jacoby. He's also the founder of Rapid Ascent. So this is part 1 of his interview. I sure hope you guys enjoy this segment. Well, one, thank you very much for making yourself available for today, but thank you for, putting Rapid Ascent out there. Without you guys, there'd be a lot of frustrated athletes without events.
It's a pleasure. We enjoy doing it. We, it's our passion of putting on good events and cool courses. So that's what we like doing.
Nice. So tell us about it. How did you come about creating the company? How did Rapid Ascent come about?
Well, it certainly wasn't by design. It was more by default. And I was an adventure racer and multi-sport athlete myself, and then got roped into doing some feasibility studies for the local tourism board here, and they liked what they saw and they said, "Oh, can you run an adventure race or a multi-sport race in the Surf Coast area?" I said, "Well, no, because I don't know how to do it." Yeah. And it was just at the same time that I bumped into some associates who were interested in getting an event company going at the same time, and we sort of bumbled our way through the first few years, not really knowing what we were doing, but we did have a good idea of what I thought, or what we thought was a good event. Nice. And then all the stuff that you don't see that goes on in the background, we were learning that along the way in terms of, the marketing and promotion and sponsorships and all that sort of thing.
Excellent. And is it so what time period are we talking about? That was early 2000s? Or?
Yeah, that was 2004, 2005.
Yeah.
Our first event was December 2005 down at Lorne. And we thought we'd just start off with a little event, just a little one-day event before we launched into a bigger multi-day event. And then our first event was 900 odd people. We're going, well.
Eye-opener, right?
It was a big eye-opener. But that was really, I guess, what gave us the springboard to start doing other things. And we were just probably in the right place at the right time. You know, it was when mountain biking started really exploding, cross-country mountain bike racing, and the Otways was just opening up with new trail networks around Forest, and we thought, oh, well, a 100k race down in the Otways would be pretty cool. So that happened sort of 07, and then, then we just grew. We had a really good relationship with one of our first sponsors, Anaconda, Anaconda Stores, and they were expanding around the country, and then they wanted to expand, I guess, the races that they were sponsoring around the country. So that was how we ended up with a presence in the Northern Territory and Western Australia and all around the place.
Okay, that's the Larapinta.
Yeah, well, Larapinta came a little bit later, but we started with a stage mountain bike race, the Redback up in Alice Springs.
Yes.
And then one of the Anaconda races in Western Australia, which is now the Eagle Bay Epic.
Okay. No challenges there, huh?
yeah, that's right. So it was, they just sort of evolved, and we sort of went where we thought the market was going.
So mountain biking was sort of that grounding bit, and then did other types of events come along?
Yeah, well, we started off with, I guess, both mountain biking and multi-sport or adventure races, and we weren't doing any running races.
Okay.
And it wasn't until about 2011 that we thought, oh, some trail runs would be a cool idea.
Okay.
And really before that, trail running was a really closet sort of pursuit in Australia.
Yes.
And then it just started gaining traction, and being down here in Torquay, we always thought we lived on a pretty good bit of coastline and beautiful hinterland. So both Sam and I came up with the idea of the Surf Coast Century, and
nice.
we just loved the diversity that it had. It had everything from running on the coast, running over the rocks, running up in the bush, running on technical single track.
Yes.
It just had everything.
And this year there was a bit of wading through surf in stage one.
Well, there's usually that every year, but it's just in varying degrees.
Yes.
So yeah, we just love that, the diversity aspect of it, in that, you know, you might think 100 Ks is going to be pretty monotonous and boring, but I think with the Century, you've always got something to look forward to, whether it's something good or something maybe not quite so good.
Yeah, no. Well, it just ran a couple of weeks ago, and I was lucky enough to do the 50K, which had its own, excitement and challenges. But the 100K, the people that I know that did it, they said it was incredibly special experience.
Yeah, and it's I guess a bit of a unique race in that it's got such easy access for the support crew and the supporters and the people looking after the runners, so they can see them basically every 10 or 12 kilometres with really easy vehicle access. And so it gets a really good social feel and vibe during the event, with everyone cheering the runners on, and I think that really helps the runners. And yeah, there's just, as I said, all that variety of terrain as they go through the different stages.
Excellent. So I've got a few elevation junkies sitting in Colorado, California, and Utah. What can we say to those guys and girls to get them excited about Surf Coast Century and Larapinta and those sorts of things?
Well, it's interesting because Centuries, it hasn't got massive elevation gain. Yeah. To look at it, we market it as quite a good entry-level 100K run, because it's not super steep or super vert in it. But it's got its own challenges. As you say, you're sometimes wading into water this deep, or the surf's washing over you, or the clay's literally like just detergent over a plate. It's that slippery. So there's all those challenges to consider. And then some of the events in Western Australia, the vert's even less. Yes. But you could argue that the race is even harder. It's got soft sand to run on, and relentless single track where you end up falling flat in your face a number of times. So yeah, what we don't have in big high mountains in Australia, we make up for still pretty hard terrain. Yeah. And in Alice Springs, then that's just another whole level in terms of, it's just harsh, tough terrain. It's rocky, it's sharp. Like your pair of shoes after Larapinta, throw them in the bin. They're gone.
Toast.
4 days and they're finished. Yeah.
All right, well now we've gotten to one of my favorite segments, Tour de LA 2. This is part 3. This is when I go through Temescal Canyon. For all those people who love hill challenges, right out the gate, Temescal Canyon's your place. I hope you enjoy it. Well, good morning, guys. Welcome to day 4 of Tour de LA 2. I'm here at Temescal Park in Palisades. We're gonna go up to Skull Rock today and check that out. Hopefully it'll be a fantastic day. I'm looking forward to it. It's a little bit overcast, but I think it's gonna burn off. It'll be nice later. Take care. Well, welcome to our Trail School segment. In this segment, I go through my experience in the recent Surf Coast Century 50K race. It was so much fun. We had weather, we had 8 types of trail and terrain. It was a really awesome time. I hope you guys enjoy this segment. Well, we made it to registration for the Surf Coast Century. As you can see, the weather is pretty wet. It's gonna be intense tomorrow. We'll just see how we go, but it's meant to rain all day today and during the run. So yeah, we'll just have to take it as it comes. Anyway, I'll check in with you later. Take care. Well, we're off to the big run today. My sweetie is bringing me, and so is our dog, Suki. Well, that was episode 4. I sure hope you enjoyed it. Big thanks to our major sponsor, MagPack. The team's been incredible in Queensland and in Victoria. Everywhere we've gone, it's been amazing. So thank you so much for your support. I'd also like to thank the team at Yeti in Australia and New Zealand for their support, and we look forward to the future relationship.